Okay, let's be real. When you hear the word fasting, what pops into your head? Probably hunger pangs, right? A dry throat, maybe just counting down the minutes until you can eat again. But what if I told you that's all just the wrapper, and the real gift is inside? In this explainer, we're going to tear off that wrapper and get to the real purpose of fasting. And trust me, it's way bigger than just skipping lunch. So let's just put it out there. Is this whole thing just about starving yourself? Is it some kind of extreme endurance test? Because if that's all it was, then you have to wonder, why do we all know people who fast year after year, but their temper, their habits, their character, they don't really change? It's a really good question, right? And the answer points to something much, much deeper. And here it is, the big secret. Fasting, or sawm, was never meant to just shrink your stomach. It's meant to grow your soul. Seriously, think of it like a boot camp for your spirit. It's an intense training ground designed to forge your willpower, your patience, and your self-control. It's all about a total character rebuild, starting from the inside. All right, so to really get this, we've got to look past the hunger and thirst. It's time to unlock what's really going on under the hood. Yeah, we all know the basic rules, right? The entry-level stuff. No food, no drink, from sunrise to sunset. That's the physical part. It's what everybody sees. But you have to understand, that's just your ticket of admission. That's what gets you into the training ground. Exactly. That's just level 1. The not eating part is the foundation, sure, but it's not the whole house. It's the framework that you build everything else on top of, the really deep, transformative work. And this is the whole point. The ultimate goal isn't to feel hungry, it's to achieve a state called Taqwa. Now, Taqwa is a huge concept, but think of it like this. It's God consciousness. It's this deep, constant awareness that leads to incredible self-discipline. It's about being mindful of everything, your actions, your words, your thoughts, not just what you're putting in your mouth. So, how do you get from just not eating all the way to Taqwa? Well, this is where the real boot camp kicks in, because it's not just about your stomach fasting, it's about your entire being fasting. You see, there are really 2 levels to this. You've got the first level, the fasting of the stomach. That's the physical stuff we all know. But then there's the second, much harder level, the fasting of the limbs, or jawarih. This is where you learn to restrain your senses and, crucially, cleanse your heart. Okay, so what does that actually look like? Well, the fasting of the tongue. That means no gossip, no cursing, no tearing people down. The fasting of the eyes, that's about guarding what you look at, choosing to look away from things you shouldn't. And then, oh boy, you have the fasting of the heart. This might be the toughest one. This is the deep internal work of cleaning out all that junk, the jealousy, the anger, the hatred. This is the real spiritual workout. Okay, that all sounds good in theory, right? But what about in the real world? Well, this is where your training gets put to the test, every single day. Just picture it. You're fasting, you're tired, you're hungry, maybe a little on edge. And then, bam, it happens. Your coworker makes that little snide comment. Someone in your class knows exactly which buttons to push. A car cuts you off on the highway. Your first instinct, your gut reaction is to just lash out. But hold on. This moment isn't a crisis. It's a pop quiz. It's your training mission. Step 1, you get provoked. Step 2, you get to choose. You can activate your superpower, restraint. You just pause. You take a breath. And you choose calm instead of chaos. And right there, in that split second, your character just leveled up. And this is absolutely key. Every single time you choose patience, when you want to choose anger, you are literally laying another brick in the foundation of who you are. It's not just about not breaking your fast. No, it's so much bigger. You are actively transforming yourself, one tough moment at a time. All right, I don't want this to just be a cool idea. Let's make it real. Let's turn this whole concept into a challenge you can actually start, like right now. Welcome to the 7-Day Willpower Challenge. It's super simple. The goal is to pick just one small area of your life, apply this idea of fasting with your limbs, and just see what happens after a week. So here are your options, and remember, you just have to pick one. Challenge number 1, the no gossip zone. For 7 days, you commit. 0 negative talk about anyone behind their back. Challenge number 2, daily charity. Give something every single day. It doesn't have to be big. Or challenge number 3, Qur'an time. Just 15 focused minutes a day to read and think. So, which one is it going to be?
And I'm serious. This isn't just a question for the screen. Think about it right now. Which one of these would stretch you the most? Which one would force you to grow? Because actually making a choice, that's where the change begins.
Because that's what this all boils down to. Whether it's the month of Ramadan or just this little 7-day challenge, the goal is exactly the same. It's not about the temporary feeling of being hungry. It's about getting a permanent upgrade to your character. I really want this to sink in. The real value of fasting isn't found in your hunger. It is found in your transformation. The real question at the end of the day isn't, how hungry was I? It's, did I become more patient, kinder, more aware? That's the real win. Look, fasting is this incredible opportunity for a total spiritual reset. It's a chance to rebuild yourself from the ground up. The tools are right there, the training ground is wide open. So the only question left is, what will your transformation be?